Wait, go faster. Go. Ya guys, jadi hari ini kita ada track walk dan hari ini dapat kesempatan jadi host di track walk dan sirkuitnya cukup besar di sini. Pertama kali lihat sirkuitnya kaget karena besar banget sampai 2 kilo dan jambingannya juga banyak. Dan di sini beda sama yang lalu sirkuitnya yang terakhir kali balap di Australia stop and go, yang sini high speed. And ya kita udah beres buat hari ini. Siap untuk besok Indonesia dan semoga besok lancar semua. Thank you.
Yeah, look, it was an unfortunate incident for Brodie Connolly, running into the back of Caden Menia straight out of the gate at the last round at Maitland, and that's where everything went pear-shaped for him. But other than that, it has been all about Brodie Connolly this year. So can he rebound and try to extend that points lead? We're going to have to wait and see. Ryder Kingsford's got other things to say.
Sure does. In MX3, Kobe Handers does have the lead, the red plate, but Jay Cannon on the Honda is coming hard and fast.
Wow, Cannon's got some serious momentum. He's won the last 2 rounds in a row, and at the last round at Maitland, he won 2 out of the 3 motos, stamping his authority. Now, he does find himself back in 4th place in the championship, still 18 points behind because he didn't start the season quite the way he would have liked coming off injury. So if he keeps this momentum up, anything is possible.
And finally, the MXW girls are back. Charlie Cannon on the Honda with the red plate, followed closely by Taylor Thompson by just 6 points. Cannot wait to see them go racing today. Let's head over to our expert commentator, Danny Ham.
Well, we are straight into the action here at Murray Bridge, round 5 of the Penrite Pro MX Motocross Championships, and we have on track the MXW straight out into the lead of the easy lift. MXW is Charlie Cannon with a great start in this one. Emma Willisvik sits there in 2nd place, and then we've got on screen Maddie Simpson on the 63 as they go towards the back part of the track. And I can tell you what, I've walked around this track this morning, and this is certainly a track that is inspiring to ride. The Dunlop Whole Shot Award going to Charlie Cannon, of course, there for Moto number 1. This track certainly presented beautifully, and you can see already so many different lines being presented to these riders early on in the day. And Lee Hogan, what an incredible circuit. You got to spin a couple of laps around there yesterday. I was kind of jealous, and this is certainly one I would love to have been out there and having a spin around.
47 to go plus a lap here, and how about the 34-second gap now from Charlie Cannon back to Taylor Thompson.
it's an interesting mindset for a rider when they do get passed back like that, even though it appeared that Elizabeth certainly was the stronger of the two riders for a couple of laps there before the pass was made. Now that McDonald has made that pass back, maybe that's increased the momentum of McDonald, but also possibly taking the wind out of the sails for Milicevic to rebound and potentially make another pass back. As we move back a little bit further and still got these battles going on right behind them.
Yeah, Danny, you've got to worry about, or not so much worry, but wonder about the energy levels of Emma Milicevic after having that early race crash. It's very easy to pump up when you go down in these early stages of a race, especially when a track looks this technical and you're trying to find your flow, get into your zone. And then next thing, before you even realise what's going on, you're in a knockdown, drag-out brawl with someone like Danielle McDonald. So we'll have to wait and see how that energy goes, and we'll know soon enough because her time is running out. If she's going to do something, she needs to do it now.
That was Talia O'Hare moments ago on screen, battling it out with the 56 of Emily Lambert. So this is the battle between these two for 5th and 6th place at the moment. Second last jump to the finish. Charlie Cannon will win Moto number 1 of the Easy Lift MXW class. What a performance it was. She will come back a little later in the day and do it all again. Taylor Thompson is set to get herself a second, but she is some 43 seconds back, a long time before we see her at this particular part of the track. As the rest of the riders make their way across the finish line here to close out their day. Cadiz on the 25, making the drive over as well of the racetrack with all the gear in the kayak. As we look at the official results now, of course, it was Cannon, Thompson, Milicevic, your top 3, McDonald, O'Hare, Lambert, Healy, Simpson, Horn, and Wally are your top 10 in this race.
Yeah, Darcy Wally there after having her little get off at the start of the race. She was right up towards the head of the pack. Unfortunately for her, Mia Tung there in 11th place. Felicity Shrimpton, Bella Burke, Holly Greaves, Kaylee Cameron there rounding out our top 15. Good to see such a huge number of women supporting our Easy Lift WMX Championship. All right, let's head down to Kate.
Charlie.
Win in the books. When we come back from this break, Charlie Cannon will see if she can do it again in Moto number 2 of the MXW. On board the Honda machine, carrying the number 1 plate, and she has had a spectacular day so far, winning Moto number 1 and here lining up for Moto number 2. Let's take a look at the Easy Lift Moto 2 MXW lineup. Charlie Cannon, Taylor Thompson, Emma Milicevic, Danielle McDonald, Katarina Horn, Maddie Simpson. We've got Talia O'Hare, Darcy Wally, Madison Healy, and Emily Lambert.
Burke back there. Mia Tung is also there. A big field of MXW riders making the trip over here to Murray Bridge. And it's certainly a track that is testing the skill level of every rider that has been out there today, including the women's class here as we get set for Moto number 2. And Lee, expect to see another good start by Charlie. I would assume she's been pretty dominant out of the gate, even while they're away. I caught on their socials a nice little banter between herself and her brother, where there was a photo put up of Charlie hole-shotting a race in front of her brother, really tipping it into the corner, and then the back and forth through the comments was pretty funny as well.
Yeah, that was classic, and that happened during some practicing midweek. But I'd also like to mention the whole shot that Charlie got against all the boys over in Western Australia in the King of the Sand at AJS. So, and she managed to hold out Jake for quite a while there. Jake, of course, slotted into second. I believe Brodie Connolly was in the race as well. So, definitely one thing that Charlie Cannon can do is start exceptionally well. So keep your eyes peeled on the number 1 machine. Someone that I think could also get a great start and challenge Cannon is Milicevic here on the far inside. Let's watch for the drop of the gate. A good jump from both of these girls, but it looked like Cannon got it once again. Oh,
Now look at the back. Poor rider's gone down.
Wow, that is a big pile up there. Is that Emily Lambert there?
I think it is Lambert, and also our 63 is in there as well. That is Simpson.
But what a start from, is that 394 394. Is that number 394, Katarina Horn?
Yeah, it's a fantastic start as they go across the finish line for the first time. Taylor Thompson back there, McDonald with a good start. Milicevic, it looked like she jumped out of the gate just as good as our race leader, but she has slotted herself back there in the fifth.
Darcy Wally has hit the ground a few too many times today, unfortunately for the Queenslander.
There is Natalia O'Hare on the 625 in front of McDonald, so the girls coming to grips with the changes to the track, the ruts that have been formed up, and it is Thompson there onto the back wheel now of Charlie Cannon. So can we see Thompson start to mount a charge and potentially run with our race leader? Oh, Milicevic almost off the side.
So close.
Of that tabletop. That was a big jump to the right-hand side of the track.
Is that another?
Bailey again?
Is that a different? That is a different corner.
That is a different corner.
The Dunlop whole shot going to Katarina Horn there on the number 394 Kawasaki.
Oh, Milicevic almost going down on the entry to that right-hander just there. The back wheel stepping out very sideways, but manages to hold on. So still there in third place. There is McDonald behind Horn. And O'Hare sits in behind them as they go through the Michelin left. McDonald now looking to the inside here. Oh, didn't quite pick up that line at all. Almost goes down as she steps over the top of those ruts. And O'Hare almost takes advantage of that. But Horn still manages to hold on to that position, and they're in fourth place as they come back onto the start straight just here. These riders battling it out very solidly at the moment. As you can see with the easy lift leaderboard on the left-hand side, that Cannon is starting to stretch out that lead. Looks pretty close between Thompson and Milicevic, though. They're in second and third. Only 0.8 of a second is the difference between them. And then we're back to this little battle between these three riders. Again, McDonald to the outside, trying to pick up these ruts. This is a great ride by Horn there in fourth place at the moment.
Yeah, she's doing great. When you consider and look back to race number one, we're seeing a lot of similar names. Now have a look, watch on the far outside here as a couple of riders will come together. Oh, it all started from the inside and riders got sent left, right and centre. Wow, that was a nasty crash. I thought it started from the outside. It was actually a couple of riders coming together.
Yeah, I thought exactly the same. I thought it was all on the outside, but no, on the inside. So, unfortunate for the girls. I can see that at least a couple of them are back up and running. Lambert there has put in a lap time for the first lap around. So, good to see as this battle starts to heat up between the two girls. Milicevic, another mistake there. She looked so strong, but there's been just these little mistakes around the track that has certainly held her back from mounting a full-on challenge for that second place. Will come away with second place in Moto number 2. She lands off the tabletop just in front of Taylor Thompson there in third place.
Danny, tell me your opinion. I believe that's a bit of a sketchy spot to have the finish line.
Yeah.
Because as you can see, the girls here were shutting off the power just to try to, if you had someone that really had no fear whatsoever and they wanted to send it wide open past that through the braking zone, you could definitely... that's exactly what I'm talking about.
Exact example right there.
Yeah.
As we wait for the rest of the girls now to complete their race, that is Bella Arnett on the number 12. Will come around and complete her race in 15th position. As our race winner makes her way to the podium, we will, of course, get down and have a chat with our place getters momentarily. Again, so comfortable on the bike, so strong, doesn't even look like she's tired at all.